flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.
So much speed, speed. Virtual speed. Well, good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday night. And you know what that means? It is the Hidden Wit Brewery Xfinity Series here on B-Speed. Well, I'm Eddie Smith, and boy, I'm excited to be here. I'm pumped up, ready to go. I'm a Celsius down, and I'm ready to kick some ass here on the broadcast tonight. So I think the drivers better bring it, because I'm going to bring it for sure, at least for the first 30 minutes before I completely crash out. It's going to be just an amazing, amazing time. Well, we are moving into this season, and we want to thank our sponsor, of course, Hidden Wit Brewery, for their sponsorship of this series, and also Lincoln Tech for the sponsorship of the entire fall series. They have been incredible sponsors, and we are glad to have them tonight. Well, let's talk a little bit about the point standings. We haven't talked much about it, and we're going to do it a little bit right now. As Michael Kostick leads the way with the one win, but you can see there's 6 different weeks, and we have 6 different winners. There's one winner that's not there, not made eligibility, but that is Kyle Holden. But you see 5 other different winners, and Daniel Cunningham, Patrick Drabick there on the bottom. So a lot that can happen in the next few races, but we're running out of time. 4 races till we get to the end of this thing and crown at least move into the playoffs. Not crown a champion, but move into the playoffs. And so you better find a way into victory lane soon, or you better be working on those points if you're riding around at all times. Let's take a look at your racetrack here tonight. Richmond Raceway inside Richmond, Virginia. Good place for it to be. It'd be weird if it was named something else inside Richmond. Yeah, I don't know. 14-degree turns, 3/4 mile raceway. And tonight we're going to be doing it under the lights. Well, Richmond has always been sort of an interesting track here on iRacing. It's tough to pass. It's tough to make the track position up. So you better save those tires. You better save that right front. And better qualify really well here tonight, which is a great segue in to the grid here tonight. Let's take a look at who's starting. Jeremy Gardner is going to be starting on the front row with Tanner Lefebvre right next to him in second position. In third, Tyler Justice with Lucas Lyons in the fourth position. In fifth, Jamie Barkas. And the 07 of Patrick Dravick in sixth. So we got a big old field here tonight. I like it. In seventh, going to be Daniel Cunningham. Brandon Wallace in eighth position. In ninth, Chance Taylor with Bobby Germain in that top 10 spot. In 11th, Jeremiah Mullins. And in 12th, Johnny Cofield. In 13th, Cody McElwain with Craig Bontrager in 14th. In 15th, Jacob Ellingson. Jeremiah Holt going to start alongside him in 16th. In 17th is Travis Bieber with Mark Hollifield in 18th. In 19th, Jonathan Cofield. These guys did not set qualifying times. Guys in 21st. 22nd, Rusty Rafferty with Chuck Phelps in that 23rd position. In 24th, Cliff Adams with Matt Knights in 25th. And in 26th, John Anthony. 27th, Timothy Jones. And Gary Rat there in 28th. Well, I hope y'all are ready to go. Got 14 of you watching tonight. And I know y'all are ready for some awesome racing, which we're getting ready to do as soon as everybody gets gridded up. Good Lord. Click the button, my guys. Let's get going. Let's take a look at your race analysis while we wait. 120 laps here tonight as they'll hopefully be mostly caution-free. Pit road speed 40 miles an hour and 4 tire sets available. I think that'll be interesting for sure. Two green, white, checkered attempt, 6% fuel load should tighten the cars up pretty badly. So it's be interesting to see how that affects things set up. Well, if I had to pick a winner tonight, and I don't have to, so I'm not gonna. Let's get ready to go green. I think I'll go around just the one time, and then we'll get ready to have some racing. Boy, I can't wait to see how these Xfinity cars go around this track. Coming through turns 3 and 4. And the pace car just an unruly son of a bitch and just decides to stay out on the track and keep going. So we have to fill for more time. Jeremy Garner says, refresh my paint scheme, trading paint screwed up. I will not. That's not my fault. It's your fault. And I'm not gonna refresh my paint scheme. I'm not doing it. Not during the middle of a broadcast, not refreshing my paint. Oops, I refreshed my paint. But we'll let that pop back up. Enjoy the gray cars. Brought to you by Jeremy Garner in the 69 machine. Gray cars brought to you by Jeremy Garner. All right, this time though, the start here, and now he leads the way with Jeremy Garner there in second position. And we got cars starting from the back and look from maybe Mullins' point of view. Let's go on board. On board with Jamie Mullins here, or Jeremiah Mullins, excuse me. Driving down in the corner right here seems fine. Little battle going. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the broadcast. Everything seems to be fine, but fortunately, not much I can do about it, guys. But I appreciate you letting me know. It's always good to have folks let you know when there's a problem, but you know, we have to let the internet gods have this one. Everything's fine on my end, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe go check out Facebook, see if it's doing the same thing. Who knows? But we are under caution, so not much going on at the moment, thank goodness. So a choppy stream is fine under caution, I think. So far, I don't know. Travis Bieber's made up a lot of spots. He's up 8 position from where he started. I mean, only 2 laps. Started 17th, now 9th. So I think he's the beneficiary of the issue of whatever happened back there. So yeah, guys, moving forward. Cody McElwain. Up to 7th. He started, I don't know, 6 positions back. No, 13th. Looking at the stream, looks like it's better now. So yeah, like I said, there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I could do is I could just pretend that I'm doing something behind the scenes, and when it clears up, it's like I did something to fix it. But you know, looking behind the curtain, you know, I'm not doing anything. I'm literally seeing your comments, and I'm like, I can do anything about it. Can't. And so that's where we are. But it looks like it's good now, so y'all let me know. But we are getting ready to go green here, and I know y'all ready to see some action. We saw about 1.5 laps of action before we went back under caution. We don't want that trend to continue. So let's focus all our energy into pushing these guys for some green flag racing. 120 laps. We don't want to spend most of it under caution tonight. Okay, I see Jacobs says it went steady once the caution hit. Good deal, good deal. I did it. I fixed the problem for sure. Oh, green flag is out. Lucas Line, man, almost lost it on the front straightaway. That 18, that pink 18 Cofield machine got really out of shape, and that kind of jumbled up everybody behind him. Everybody, good job by not wadding it up there. That was very close. See, the 15 of Jamie Marcus going underneath of Tyler Justice. Tyler maybe stuck on that outside line. You can make that outside line work, and he'll try. The best thing to do is try to get in line if you can. But those goat locker guys, well, they sure do know how to take advantage of a situation to try to get those positions. So Tyler kind of on an island at the moment, trying to make that outside work, but he can't do it. Now, Patrick Dravick's going to take over that 5th position. So Tyler Justice started really well, has been kind of falling back here at the start, but maybe on purpose, try to save those tires a little bit. Let's take a look at the weather. The weather is only 80 degrees, so you should be able to push it pretty hard, I think, and not really burn up the tires, but it can still happen for sure. Up here, Lucas Line, after that tire slide there on that restart, he is now running up the back bumper of Jeremy Garner, which is no surprise. One thing you will hear on board with Lucas Line, let's listen in as he's trying to maybe try to make a move here on Jeremy Garner. Listen, the tires spin down the front straightaway. Listen to this. See how he's getting loose right before the start finish line? He is spinning the tires down the straightaway. So that's something that everybody's going to be dealing with tonight. And you can see firsthand what that looks like as he is continuing to try to run in Jeremy Garner's tire tracks and get that 2nd position. We'll see if he can clear it. We know how aggressive Lucas is early. He's running 3rd. He doesn't really need to be that aggressive. He's up there running that position. There's really, you don't really gain anything by leading the race as soon as possible. So I don't know what it is about Lucas. But yeah, I know he watches the broadcast. I know he's listening to me right now. I mean, he literally watches the broadcast as we race. He'll type in the chat sometimes during green flag runs. So I know he's listening, but what's the point of going and getting the lead right now? You got 120 laps. You're only going to lap 15. Save that car, you're in the top 3 position, and be there at the end. That's always something I wonder about with Lucas. He hears the criticism, but you know, sometimes somebody has to be Mr. Excitement, and he is definitely it. So we'll see if he can hang on to this save these tires and get up there and maybe win this race. But right now, I'm going to settle in behind Jeremy Gardner, who starts to maybe push the issue a little bit, try to run down Tanner Bethea. As we cross over into lap 16, I'm wondering when the tire wear might become a factor. We'll see somebody drop like a rock if they've been pushing too hard, and might see somebody move forward if they've been saving. Mickey Isaac has been moving forward. He is up to 10th position now at the moment. He has moved up 10 spots, started 21st, now up inside the top 10, right in front of him. Travis Bieber, same deal there, as he is moved up quite a bit. Well, a couple things we've seen so far that you'll be watching for is that tire spin on the exit of the corner. You're going to see a lot of guys push the issue, especially with the car being kind of gripped up with the track being so cool. And honestly, they're going to be dealing with a sort of a tight condition on long runs because of the lower fuel load. The tank sits in the back of the car, and with a full fuel load, it will help the car rotate as there's more weight back there. As you move weight off the back end, the front end sails a little bit more. It doesn't rotate through the middle. So these guys will be pushing that throttle a little bit, more every single lap to try to help the car rotate, and that could cause an issue on exit of these corners where you're sliding the tires, and boy, does that become a big issue soon if you're not careful. So go back here, man. Look at this cluster of cars. Daniel Cunningham, who right back in the same position as he was before with the 19 behind him. The 19 just kind of hooked it into the corner, took him out. Other drivers, and both the drivers now faster paired down as they try to work themselves back up to the front of the field. As Lucas Lyons coming down pit road. What the heck is going on? And he's going for the race. What the heck? What happened to Lucas Lyon? I'm not sure if he's had some sort of connection issues. I'm trying to find him. I don't know where the heck he went. Connection issues make it hard to see what happens sometimes. Go back and see if we can find out. My goodness. Just pulls off the track. Oh, Lucas says, I was here to kill time. I got another race tonight. So there you go. Priorities there for Lucas Lyon coming in to run 23 laps at Richmond. And he called it quits. So there you go. That's what happened to Lucas Lyons as we go back to the race. Up front, it is a battle for the lead. Is Jeremy Gardner now all over the back bumper of Tanner Bethea, and they have caught a lap car. That's Matt Knights. Gardner trying to somehow make use of this lap car, make it work to his advantage. Going to drive in, maybe try to get a better run off of turn 2. The 20 going to get loose there. Now here comes the position. Opens up. Gardner down to the inside. Can Tanner Bethea hold him off on the outside? Tanner Bethea blinks out for quite a while there, and that gives Jeremy Gardner the position. But here comes Tanner Bethea, not wanting to just let this happen. But it doesn't seem like there's nothing he can do about it. The 69 of, as Tanner gets extremely loose. Trying to get the power down. Can't do it. So Gardner up front here early in this one as we cross over into lap 27. See the Go Locker boys coming quickly. Now, Garner last lap ran a 23 flat, 23.000. And Tanner Bethea running a 23.2. And Jamie Barkus and Patrick Drapick also running similar lap. So they are keeping tabs with the front two, but not really catching them. As man, look at Tanner Bethea really trying to fight back and get this lead back. Tyler Justice has done a great job. He lost those couple spots early, but has really maintained that 5th position. Trying to see if Tanner can come up with something here to get this lead back, but it looks like Jeremy Garner is going to start to pull away here. Couple drivers, Chance Taylor, Travis Bieber back here making moves. Looks like who that is. That's Brandon Wallace pulling off the track. What is tonight? What race is everybody going to? Hey, where y'all going? Get back here. I don't know if Brandon Wallace is doing the same thing or if he had some sort of issue. Pulls off the track here. Yeah, just pulls off and goes to pit road. So, seemed like another driver with another race to go to. Unbelievable. I'll never forgive you guys. Let's go back up here to the front, though. I'm trying to show more drivers, but dadgummit, I mean, Tanner Bethea not going to let it go away. He is fighting here to take this lead back. So, Tanner... This one I like to call your mother's cam. It's always said that your mom has eyes in the back of the head. This is kind of what that's like, looking out the back of the helmet. As we look, here comes Tanner with a back down to the inside. He's going to push up the track a little bit as those tires do not like to be there on the bottom. You can see he's really working the steering wheel, trying to make that happen. He's going to dive back in there again. But Gardner able to get the run off the corner. As long as he keeps the tires on the pavement, it's going to be tough for Bethea to make that pass. Need to be able to use the whole track, but man, Bethea is coming on like tough here after getting passed early. Those guys behind him loving it, but they are actually running 2/10 faster than Marcus and Dravic while racing for the lead. So these two are in a sort of a echelon of their own. Yeah, the 99 is terrible. I mean, it's pretty terrible to just pull off the race and quit. Although I hope everything's okay, Brandon. As much as we like to talk trash, sometimes if something goes wrong or some emergency or something pops up, if that's the case, then we're thinking about you, Brandon. Let us know in chat that everything is okay. So hopefully that's not the case. If he is going to race another race, look at Bethea up there. I mean, he's driving the heck out of this car. Let's go on board with him. Down the front stretch, driving it deep into the corner. You see, you want to go right down to that yellow line. You can see he's putting a lot of wheel into it, trying to get that car to stay down. That fuel, lower fuel, really causing the cars not want to turn on entry through the middle. And you see he's trying to drive it in a little bit higher, drive off that right rear, but he is starting to lose the right rear just a little bit. So he has to be careful. That right rear is a fickle sumbitch, and if you lean on it too much, it'll give up on you. But he is driving it, man. He is making it work. I wish somebody would figure this out, because I want to move on. Let's talk about this battle here. See, Matt Knight, he continues to drop through the field. He's a lap down, has a little bit of damage, probably from that incident earlier on. But two guests of the GOAT Talk Live podcast last night, Jacob Ellingson and Daniel Cunningham, battling it out for what is 11th position. Of course, Daniel involved in that first wreck, had to come down and get his fast repair, so he is still on the same set of tires. However, just got a fresh car and get himself up to the front. Man, look at this battle for the lead as Bethea was beside Gardner. I mean, I want to show something else here, and everybody in chat's like, show my guy. This Tanner Bethea disappears. And he comes back. I hear everybody in chat, show this person. Show as Tanner Bethea gives a bump to the 69. I can't even get my funny joke out. They won't allow me to. Tanner putting the pressure on Gardner, who I thought was just going to kind of drive away, but it looks like Tanner was really being patient with these tires, has a lot left in the tank. on lap 42, this battle continues to wage on. Of course, Gardner, you know, he can really start to park the entry to the corner. You know, Bethea has to sort of be aggressive here and be physical. He has to be physical if he wants to get back out front. We do have somebody coming down pit road. That's Cody McElwain, a winner locked into the playoffs, but he comes down here on lap 43. So pit road is open, and it doesn't look like these guys can make it to lap 60. So that means that we will have 2 pit stops if we stay green. So Cody McElwain, one of the first ones to come down, try to take advantage of those fresh tires. I think undercut on the first pit stop is a great decision. I think if you have one pit stop, you know, the overcut, is that what it's called? I don't know, is where you stay out longer than everybody else, I think is the best call. But when you have a 2-stop race, the undercut on the first stop and then an over on the second is a, oh, they make contact. Oh my goodness, Cofield comes down the track. I don't know what's going on with Cofield, but he turns down the track and hits the 6. I don't know if he meant to come down pit road there or not, but my goodness. Almost disaster for the 6 as the 97 just drives right into him off this corner here. Let's see if Cofield is actually coming down to pit road. Doesn't look like it, so I don't know what the heck that was all about. Cody McElwain on those fresh tires, he is a lap down. So if we cycle around, he'll be in good shape. But right now, him, Bobby Germain, 2 drivers that have come down and made the stop here early. Up front, it is still a battle, a battle. As, man, Tanner Bethea, it just won't go away. It's like that itch. What is this? What is causing this itch? Like, it won't go away. Not a mosquito bite, some sort of a dermis, a hypodermis, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm a broadcaster. Here we go. Watching Tanner Bethea go down to the inside. You see how he's rolling the center of the corner so well, but just so tough to pick up the throttle and get the run off the corner with the tires where they are. But he is in a great position, and it seems like he knows what he's doing as far as saving the tires. You can see Jeremy Gardner also struggling as Tanner Bethea spins them down the front stretch. But when will they come to pit road? Right now, Cody McElwain is running 22.4s. These guys are running 23.5, so a second fall off. All right, we're going to go back here. Watch this battle between Daniel Cunningham, Mickey Isaac. Cunningham now starting to move forward here. You know, the question for me is, can they make it to lap 60? If they can, then it's going to be a one-stop race. But Cody McElwain coming down pit road makes me concerned that you can't make it to lap 60. So when will we see people come down pit road? And, oh, my goodness, maybe we'll see some pit road action here as Jacob Ellingson up against the wall. Big contact for the 27. He's going to let some folks by and then come down pit road himself. Great opportunity for him to go ahead and make that pit stop. Let's go back and check this replay. What happened? You see spinning the tires. You really can't see it. He's yawed out there, but he is spinning the tires down the front stretch. You look at Cody McElwain, gets right up to him, and I think Jacob just trying to save it. Going to make contact with Cody. And Ellingson's troubles continue as he has really had a tough few weeks. And I just don't think he was ready for Cody McElwain to make that move. Watch down the straightaway here. Let's look at him. He's spinning the tires. That steering wheel going left to right. That is losing grip down the straightaway. That happens here. You see he misses the corner entirely. Cody McElwain on those fresh tires comes up on him, gets, just out of shape and make a little bit of contact. He holds it into the wall like you should. So big props to him, and he is going to call it quits. So unfortunate for Cody McElwain too. Made a little bit of contact there, but fortunately for Jacob Ellingson, he is now out of the race, and Cody McElwain is also out of the race. Go back and see what exactly happened to Cody. This was right after that. They did get together, and he comes down pit road and just pulls off the track. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Coming down pit road here. Here comes Jacob Ellingson. Oh, and I don't know. Cody just spins it out on pit road. Man, I don't know what is going on. But anyway, we are back to the action, and Tanner Bethea was able to get around. So, I mean, while all that was going on, Bethea was able to get around him, as it looks like they are going to be able to get to lap 60. Let's take a look at the replay and see how this pass happened. As you see, Bethea gets the run, going to dive down to the inside, gets to the inside. He hasn't been able to make this pass so far, but we saw that all that was going on in pit road. In the, oh man, he just drives it into the corner and just says, "Excuse me," and takes the lead. What a wild way to take the lead. So he is out front. But Gardner, my goodness, these guys are losing it out there. Am I going crazy? Is this real life? Look at Bethea. He is all out of shape down off of turn 4. And now here comes Jeremy Garner right back. I know he didn't appreciate the way he was passed. And Bethea going to give him a wide berth to say, you know what, go right ahead. Well, I don't know what's going on in this race. There's some wacky things going on. But we're waiting on pit stops now. It looks like two-stop strategy is not the call. Maybe Cody, I don't know. I have no idea what happened. I'm sure we'll get maybe something in the soapbox or something. But we continue to watch this lead battle, which has just been incredible. These guys have been going at it, and Marcus and Drabick have not been able to really make up any ground. In fact, they continue to lose ground a little bit. So, very interesting race at the moment, as we do have some folks coming down pit road. Cliff Adams is down on pit road. So everybody's starting to hit pit road now. And here comes Patrick Drabick, brings the 07 down pit road. He will make his stop. And if we stay green, likely to be the final stop of the race. Pulls it into pit road. Oh, and he slides through his box, and that is extremely valuable time as he slides through just a little bit. So, gonna have to make up a little bit of time there. My goodness, I can't, damn it, I can't turn away from these guys, and another pass for the lead happens. My goodness, people are blinking out. Guys are quitting the race early. These guys are racing the hell out of each other. Guys are doing donuts in the pits. I don't know what's going on. Somebody help me. What's happening in this race? It's a wacky race. It must Halloween must be coming early to see Johnny Cofield come down pit road. And Tanner Bethea, where did he go? He's down on pit road as well. So he will give up that second position, come down pit road, and Jeremy Garner will stay out on the track, running as long as he can. For 60% fuel, I thought that maybe they would somehow get 2 stops out of this thing, but it looks like plenty of fuel to run halfway, and Garner going to stay out. I do like this call. I like it. It's so hard to pass once you get on the older tires. Give yourself a massive gap. I mean, obviously, he doesn't want to wait too long. You can wait another 10 laps or so. I think that'll be what you want to do, but right now, Tanner Bethea is going to have the advantage. So I'm surprised if you can't go another 10, 15 laps. And I don't know if he can or not. So don't want to give Tanner Bethea 4 fresh tire laps, that's for sure. Well, people in chat, somebody tell me what's going on. I mean, is there a comet? Are there spirits? Are the spirits trying to get us? What's going on in this race? It's one of the wackiest races that I've seen so far. Craig Bontrager is down on pit road. He gives up back up near top 5 running position. That Hidden Wit Brewery 49 machine. Toyota comes off the pit road, 14.0 second stop, and he is using every bit of the track to try to get a really fast outlap, get back out there and gain some position. So now the whole field is lapped up to 6th position as Garner now comes down pit road to make his likely one and only pit stop if we stay green. give the lead over to Travis Bieber. Continues to stay out on the track. 68 laps on this set of tires, and you can definitely tell that the cars are not driving good at all. Watch the 15 here is, oh man, Bieber going to get real loose there off the corner. Marcus, who just came down pit road 5 laps ago, you can see the difference. It just drives right on by. Now, Travis Bieber lapped up to 3rd place. It looks like Garner, the only one. See Garner right back there trying to run down Travis Bieber. If caution comes out right now, won't be detrimental to some of these guys. They'll take the wave around, but still, it'd be a really good thing for Travis Bieber if it does happen. But still waiting on him to come down pit road, and depends on how it all cycles out. Penrith, they had a terrible pit stop. I don't know what happened. 18.5 seconds on pit road. Don't know if he maybe had fixed damage or something. Just not a great stop for him. And Gardner, same way. So once Travis Bieber does come down pit road, Patrick Dravick will assume the lead, and that's after sliding through his pit box. So a great cycle for Dravick, who comes down a lap before his teammate. So he's got 1 lap pressure tires on Barkus, and this is the difference right here, 2.2 seconds. He will assume the lead as Travis Bieber is on pit road now to make his stop, and caution is out. Caution is out as Jeremiah Holt goes around on the backstretch. Travis Bieber should not pit here. He should not come down and take service, but he's going to, so that will likely be a penalty, and that's going to change everything. Man, tough call for a couple of these drivers. If you're Gardner, this worked out really well for him. Dravick did not want to see that penalty at all. Let's see if we can't go back and find out what happened to Jeremiah Holt there. Already sitting sideways. It just pitted, might have been cold tires, a little bit extra grip that he wasn't aware he was going to have, and just loses it off of turn 2. Caution going to come out. Matt Knight's coming out of pit road at the same time, and that's what brought out caution. Well, I think if you're Patrick Dravick, Jamie Barkus, I don't think you come down pit road. I think you stay out here. Can't give up the track. They'll lose a lot of spots. I don't see anybody else coming down pit road either. So they stay out on the racetrack. That's the right call. The only downside, and this is why they did not want to see that caution, is because Jeremy Garner just pitted about 6 laps ago. And for Travis Bieber, also he did hit. I think that might be a penalty, but right now he's showing in 5th place. So what do I know? Normally you can't service the car once the caution comes out. You have to kind of just drive on through pit road, pit later. So we'll see if a penalty does come from that. But Jeremy Garner is going to have 7 lap pressure tires than the guys in front of him, and he has already been really fast. So it's going to put Patrick and Jamie at sort of a disadvantage, where they had really gained an advantage over Gardner that he was really going to have to work through under green flag conditions. But now it gets caught right back up. He'll be right on their bumper. So it's going to be tough. So they did not want to see that caution, but we're under 50 laps to go in this race, and this could go either one or two ways. It's going to be green flag all the way to the end with some really awesome racing, or it could just evolve into a caution fest. I've seen both happen before here in the Xfinity Series. I'd like to think it's going to go green the rest of the way, but going to have some different tire strategies. Some folks on older tires, some folks on newer. You got John Anthony on 14 lap old tires. Tyler Justice is on 16 lap old tires. Then you got Travis Bieber on 3, Vance Taylor on 8. Stay cornucopia of different tire life on the track at the moment. So it could be interesting to see how this all plays out as we get down to the end of this one. We are doubled up, getting ready to go green here tonight. After our second caution of the evening, first one happened on lap 2 is Daniel Cunningham and Jeremiah Mullins get together. This time, Jeremiah Holt, Smith brings out the caution, and now we're getting ready to go green. Patrick's going to pick the outside line. He's going to get a great start here as we're back green here at Richmond. Great jump for Drabick, but even better jump here for Tanner Bethea, who going to split the difference here between these two. And Tanner, 13 laps on his tires, but we saw just how fast he was early in this race and pretty much throughout that whole first run, just wheeling that son of a gun. Now he's on the back bumper. Here comes Jeremy Garner trying to get around the 15. These two, you can see. Good night to drive a black car. Maybe they can't see him. I don't know. What am I saying? No idea. Garner really getting close to the back bumper of the 15 there on entry. You can definitely see that he is charging the entry at the corner, trying to get by him quickly. The 20 and 69 have been class of the field so far, as here comes Jeremy Garner now looking down to the inside. And he does not want to let that 20 get away, as, man, the 20 had gotten to the inside of Drabick there. Not able to clear him, but it looks like 69 now going to follow through. And don't forget about Travis Bieber. He has the freshest tires out of anybody here. And what does that mean? When you have the freshest tires and you're in this situation, does that mean you got to get to the front as soon as possible and use them? Man, look at Tanner Bethea trying to use the outside to go around Drabick and get the run. Now going to look down to the inside. What an aggressive move, and I like it. It's going to play out real nicely for Tanner. As here comes the 69, going to follow suit as they run side by side, a little door touch. And Bethea now goes to the lead. He's going to get loose off the corner, turn 2. Almost bites him, as here comes Gardner now to the inside. Getting down to the end of this one. What I was going to say about the 114, he does not have to use those tires early if he doesn't want to. He'll carry that advantage all the way to the end of the race if we stay green. So he is going to be on the offense, and although he did just hit the wall, that's going to open the door for Craig Von Traeger, who is on similar tires to the front two. Now he's going to have to fend off Craig. You don't want to be hitting the wall, that's for dang sure. Travis going to power it up off the corner. Can Craig complete this pass? So far, not able to. Oh, and caution out on the raceway. Jeremiah Holt, again, slow on the track. And we'll take a look here on the replay and see what happened. It looks like it didn't start with Holt. Some motion happening up in front. Oh, man. Oh, man. Man, my goodness. Jeremiah hits Jeremiah as he's trying to avoid Johnny Cofield, who is where that all started. As the 19 gets loose right in front of him, and they're all just trying to avoid it, and the 97 just going to come up the track right in front of the 21 and spin himself out. Then those two get together. I mean, just a wacky caution there. Oh, So, Tanner Bethea, Patrick Drabick, Daniel Cunningham stay out. Rusty Rafferty, Bobby Germain. And you got Jeremy Garner going to come down pit road along with Tyler Justice, Jamie Barkus, Greg Bontrager, Chance Taylor, Travis Bieber, all come down pit road and take a set of tires. I like this call a lot. I think this is a great move. You're not really going to take tires from here on out, I don't think. I think this will be the last stop for these guys for sure, unless we get maybe 20 laps and a caution. You might come back down, but I think this is a good call. I think Gardner's going to fall from about second or third back to sixth as everybody really comes along with him. So now, Tanner, Patrick, Daniel Cunningham, Rusty Rafferty, Bobby Germain, all on older tires. Patrick Drabick on 26 lap old tires. Interesting to see his teammate and him do two completely different things. Normally they are sort of kind of on the same page, so I don't know if Marcus maybe tried something different, or maybe they're, hey, we'll split it up. Try to help at least one of us get the win. Well, we'll take some time to thank our sponsor again, Hidden Wit Brewery Company. They ought to thank Lincoln Tech for their sponsorship of the Fall Series, Veterans for Life Foundation, Cruising Classic, and of course, Jam Printing and Promotions for the Pole Award, which we definitely appreciate as always. Lights are still on the pace car, so we'll go around at least one more time. You can see Tanner Bethea link out every once in a while. It hasn't really been a major problem on track, but hopefully that doesn't get any worse. That could definitely be an issue later on in this race. But we will get the one to green. Right now, we'll get this thing back rolling. All right, chat. Well, I mean, there's 18 plus of you in here. Who do you have? Who's going to win the race? From where it sits right now, who's got the victory? Who's going to get it done? Let us know right now in chat. Make your call. Is it going to be Tanner Bethea, Patrick Drabick, Daniel Cunningham, Rusty Rafferty, or Bobby Germain, your top five? Or is it going to be those new tires? Is it going to come from sixth on back? We're going to find out, though. Tanner Bethea, Patrick Drabick coming out of turn 4, getting ready to go green through the Geico restart zone. You can see those older tires not happy about putting the power down. But Bethea going to get away as Rusty Rafferty all the way up at the wall as Cunningham and Drabick side by side off the corner. Drabick really squeezes the 91 on the exit, able to hold on to that second spot for now. But look at this three-wide battle almost as Rusty Rafferty way up the track and Jeremy Garner just trying to find a way through. Oh, man. A little bit of check up there as the 42 kind of slides there. Behind him, Travis Bieber goes around to the 33 of Tyler Justice hard into the inside wall. Brings out our next caution here on lap 91. Let's go back and see what happened. Racing to the inside of Cliff Adams here is that 114. You can see the checkup that we were talking about. And yeah, Bieber just locks him up, maybe trying to avoid that wreck. And when he did, boy, the back tires were just not happy about that. Watch this. Gonna see that already a little bit loose here. Gonna drive it deep into the corner. Yeah, and I think he just overcooked it. I don't think it had anything to do with the wreck in front of him. I think what he saw was, watch this this pink car behind him. He's gonna get a run here as he gets loose. And I think Travis was just trying to prevent him from getting to the inside, so he's trying to overdrive the entry to the corner, turn down, and when he does, the car just comes around and Tyler just nowhere to go, just going to run into the back of him. And honestly, Tyler gets the worst of it, and he has a massive hit to the inside wall. Well, as cautions continue to fly, the unfortunate side effect for staying out here is that you really can't pit. I mean, at some point, you'd have to say, okay, I'm going to pit now and just give up that track position. Or I made my bet, I'm going to lay in it. And I think that's what they're going to do here. Is just deal with whatever happens, try to get good restarts, hope that more cautions come, and try to maintain these finishes. Gardner only able to gain one spot there on that restart. Saw him kind of get bottled up there between some other drivers, so it's not going to be easy at all. And if we continue to have caution laps like this, I mean, this is great for those old tires. The tire difference doesn't matter when you're driving under caution. Brandon Wallace says he is here. He had to eat, so he had to leave the race. That's not the oldest thing I've ever heard in my life. Still no 1 to green. Let's tell you what. Let's take a break and let's thank our good friends over at Cruising Classics, and we'll be right back for the finish of this one. And green flag is out. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back here on V Speed. I'm Eddie. Hope y'all are having a good time tonight. Having a little silly goose time here, as I've been working at prison all day. I'm tired as all get out, but I drank a Celsius before that, so I don't know if this is a great advertisement for them, but man, they shoot their work really well. But now we're getting ready to go green. Tanner Bethea, Patrick Drabbit going to be on that front row. Watch this tire spin, as it's been an issue. And Tanner does not get a great jump, and man, does get around it. But here comes Cunningham down to the inside. Gardner gonna try to follow him through, but it is clogged up here on this restart. Gardner has a chance to win for sure. He's got the tire advantage. Does he have the time? And Tanner Bethea completely blinks out now. He has not come back yet. Is it going to be enough? No, he blinked out just then and came back, so he's still there. But connection issues plague. Oh, my goodness, it's Patrick Drabbit. Doors the 69. They hang on to it as we had some more contact towards the back. I think the 07 may have been trying to maybe cut that pass off, but Gardner keeps it together. He'll take over that third spot. So 20 laps to go once they cross the line. Got some people calling out Craig Bontrager as the winner tonight. Somebody said Rusty Rafferty, and then somebody else said Jeremy Gardner. Well, so far, Gardner looks to be the choice if he can get around Bethea. The difference is 15, actually 18 laps difference on these tires, so Gardner has the tire advantage. But we've seen Bethea be really strong tonight. He's going to have to fight for it. Brandon Wallace had to go eat. Unbelievable. watch this battle. We'll kind of go back. We'll pay attention to it soon. But Cliff Adams and Mickey Isaac side by side. This is a battle for 7th place. Some good finishes are possible tonight. You see Chance Taylor back there in the 14. He'd like to be a part of this. Yet to get a win in that number 14 machine here in the Xfinity Series. He's right there on the cutoff line as well for that 12th position. So, I mean, if he can finish at 9th, that's a good point stay. But, no, he'd love to get on up inside the top 5 and try to kind of get himself clear of that cutoff. Brandon Wallace, who's below the cutoff, had to quit and go eat. Up front, though, the battle for the lead has arrived with 15 laps to go. The tire difference, massive. So Gardner, honestly, I really feel like he just has to be patient, not spin his tires. Tanner's going to try a little okey doke and come back after him, but you can see the 20 just not able to get the power down. He's spinning them down the front straightaway, trying to keep up with the 69, but unfortunately at this moment, Gardner now with the advantage and with the lead. This battle is still exciting, though. Man, they are all over the place. Rusty Rafferty is stayed out on those tires, and they are eating him alive at the moment. Chance Taylor goes around. Now Mickey Isaac down on the inside trying to complete that pass as well. Rusty just trying to stop the bleeding. But it is going to be a tough 15 laps for him as those tires not being agreeable. Not able to make it. Trying to get around Rusty, but he is making that outside line work just right. I mean, honestly, Rusty, what a great... Oh! Greg Bontrager in the wall. He gets turned by John Anthony. Caution. Out on the speedway. He's going to turn right into Chris Sawyer. Drives right down the track, and that's why we hold our brakes and watch the relative as the 21 drives right into him, and now Craig Bontrager is hurt real bad. Let's go back and watch what happened. Started with John Anthony here. On board with 57. He's going to get loose, and that's what happened. John Anthony gets loose, spins his tires off of turn 4. See, he got loose a lap before. That's usually what happens. You light those rears up a little bit. So he's pushing through the middle of the corner, trying to drive off the corner. And we're going to see those tires do the exact same thing right here. And unfortunately, right here, it's just going to come unwound. He's trying to save it. Craig going to run right into him. And then here comes Chris Sawyer. Yeah, and Craig just rolls down the track. So unfortunate for both those drivers, as they're now on pit road, obviously with a lot of damage. And as far as the leaders in pit stops, none happen. Yeah, really surprised to see folks not come down, at least try to throw a strategy call here, especially Tanner Bethea, Patrick Drabick. I mean, those guys are now 49 lap old tires. But a lot can happen here. I mean, only 10 laps to go. We'll get the green, but maybe 7. So maybe they feel like track position is more important. Of course, Patrick does not have a win yet. So points are very important for him. He sits 27 points above the cutoff. It definitely possibly goes down pit road, comes out around the outside of the top 10, gets wrecked, and then it all kind of just for naught. So electing to maintain track position, probably not the worst call. Tanner Bethea out there just burning his rear tires up. I don't know what's going on, but the last thing I'd want to do on these restarts with 48 lap tires is be spinning my tires under caution. So I don't know what he is doing. That is a good way to completely botch a restart. Well, it seems like Garner has the tire advantage. The only person inside the top 5 that is on the same tires is Jamie Barkus. He is back in 4th position. Barkus really just hasn't shown the speed of Jeremy Garner. So, Garner just needs to get away here on this restart, get a good jump, get clear of the 20, and just set sail. I think he's got a great opportunity here to get this win. Lights are out on the pace car. Anything can happen, though. And we've seen it all here in Goat Locker. Well, thank you all so much for joining us here for this race. It's going to be a great conclusion. I just know it. And Jeremy Garner come in here and get a win. He hasn't run many races in the Tuesday Xfinity Series, so going in tonight, got a great opportunity. Coming to 7 laps to go. Garner into the Geico restart zone. Oh, man, Tanner Bethea with a great restart. That's the kind of restarts I love to see. They're going to be side by side. Can he do anything with it? He drives deep into the corner. He is still there on the right rear quarter panel. Oh, it's Rusty Rafferty spinning down the back straightaway. No caution yet. We stay green. And up front, Bethea still holding on to that outside. And caution now does come out as Timothy Jones calls the yellow flag from race control. Go back and watch this. I mean, Rusty just 3 wide trying to make something happen, gets loose and makes contact. Everybody, though, able to get around him. Everybody clear, so I'm not really sure why the caution came out unless it's for that spin right there. That was John Anthony who spins coming down pit road, so I don't know. I don't know if that caution was warranted. I don't know. Everybody was rolling, even the 57 who just did a 360 and kept going. So, I don't know. That's going to bunch them back up. And going to have another shot out of here. Barkus was able to get to the 3rd position. Like I said, on the same tires as Jeremy Garner. So we know he can go out there and win a race. He's going to be behind the 69 on this restart unless Garner chooses the outside line. So that may give him a great opportunity. But Tanner Bethea, man, what a great restart there he had. And I think he was still going to lose out there, but pretty awesome to watch that happen. So we'll rack them up, do it again. We're waiting to see if they're going to call this a green-white checker or not. Like Tanner Bethea may be trying to cool his tires down a little bit, running out of the groove where nobody has run. Dynamic track does exist, so it does heat up the driving line where everybody's been racing. So you see Tanner going low on the straightaways, high in the corners. Trying to cool those tires off. That way you can get some grip here on this restart. You see some guys, especially late model fellas, you'll see them driving on the grass down the front stretch of some of these races, trying to cool the tires off. So everything helps. Even if just a small advantage, it could be an advantage that he can use. So he's trying everything. Why not? All you're doing is just driving around under caution. Might as well try something to see if it helps. Try to get this win, but if I'm the 69, I've got to feel pretty confident here going into this restart. All right, we should get the 1 to green right here. Yep, we do. So this will be a green-white checkered. See that reset in the lap counter. So this will be green-white checkered, 1 of 2. As always, if we get a caution before the leader takes the white flag, we will, pace car will come back out, catch the field. We'll do it again. And if caution comes out at any time on the second green-white checker, the race will be over. So we'll have a couple attempts at this. So Jeremy Garner just wants to see the white flag. Here we go, getting ready to go green. Tanner Bethea blinks out just a little bit. We'll see if he can get the restart he got before. And he does, man. Wow, what a great restart for Tanner Bethea as he is a nose ahead going down into turn 1. Oh, he's going to get real loose there as Gardner still to the inside, but they trying to get the power down. Going to drive down the corner. Gardner almost sideways, trying to drive it deep into the corner. They are still side by side. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Can Tanner Bethea do anything with those old tires? Gets to the back bumper of the 69, gives him a shot. He's going to have one more opportunity. Slides off the corner. That may have been it. Drives it deep into the corner. Can't make it happen. Off of turn 4. Jeremy Garner is going to win here at Richmond. Tanner Bethea comes home in second. Great effort by the 20. And Jamie Barkus going to come home with the third position. What a finish. What a great restart. Let's go back and watch that restart if we can. And we'll back it up just a little bit here. We'll watch on the blimp cam and watch here as Tanner Bethea, man, just gets such a great drive as he just times it perfectly. Look at him. Oh, and Jeremy Garner actually spins his tires a little bit, and that helps as the 20 surges ahead. Just, I think if he has equal tires, he is clear of the 69 here, but you see he's driving, it gets loose, and that gives the 69 that entry into 3 that he needs. But man, what a great drive for the 20, making those old tires work. You see, just loosey-goosey as they take the white flag. Nothing he can do at this point. Gardner has it in the bag. So, well, Jeremy Gardner is going to be your winner. We're going to get him up into the booth, talk to him, see what they thought about the race, and we'll get you out of here. We're going to start with your winner. Jeremy Gardner wins here at Richmond Raceway. Jeremy, pretty good race for you tonight. Started up front, and you finished up front, left 52 laps. How was that car tonight?
It was great, man. My initial start wasn't the best, but I figured if I'd stay consistent and just try to be smooth when I get back out front. But that was fun between me and Tanner all night. We got away from the field probably about 3 seconds, and then Tanner kind of made a mistake one corner and overdrove the corner, about took us both out, but I just let him go by. He gave me the spot back, so I appreciate that for sure. But overall, Richmond's normally a cluster, but that was a hell of a race. I think we only had like 4 cautions, so overall I'd say it was a pretty successful night.
Yeah, I mean, a pretty fun race to watch, especially between you and Tanner. I mean, when you got around him the first part of the race, were you surprised that I kind of assumed you were going to drive away from him, but man, he stayed with you. And you guys had a hell of a battle there before that first pit stop. Were you surprised by that?
Yeah, I was actually a little surprised. I wasn't really wanting to push it, man. Richmond it's a track you've got to be super consistent at. You're not consistent at it, then you're gonna have issues. But I just tried to be smart all night. I didn't try to underdrive it. I just tried to hold my position all night. But that was fun though. Can't wait to run another short track. Honestly, I've gotten a lot better at these tracks over the years, so I'm starting to excel in them a little bit better.
Well, tonight's a good opportunity to continue that trend as you take the win here at Richmond. Man, so congratulations. Go celebrate with a Mountain Dew. And, man, who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout out?
Oh, Mountain Dew, of course, but Pat and Jamie always first and foremost. They put on a hell of a league. I love those guys. Lincoln Tech, Hidden Wit Brewery, Prison Classics, Nasty's Restaurant and Bar, Veterans for Life Foundation, Veterans for Life Racing, InVets, Jam Printing and Promotions. Of course, y'all put on a hell of a broadcast every week. Nazar 360, Indiana Department of Veteran Affairs, Alexander PCs, Sim Motion, Next Level Racing, iRacing, Above the Yellow Line, and of course my guys over at Premier Racing Setups. They put on a hell of a setup every single week, so go check them out.
All right. Well, there you have it. Your winner here tonight, Jeremy Garner, takes the victory, and he'll go celebrate with his team, and we'll pull in your second place finisher, Tanner Bethea, who was the show tonight, man. Tanner, that car looked really fast. You lost the lead early as you took it early. Garner got around you, but man, you stayed right on his bumper and put on a dadgum show out there. It came up a little bit short, but talk a little bit about your race, man. How'd it go?
I think it went pretty good, to be honest, man. It was really unfortunate that the tires kind of played out like that. I wasn't really paying attention if other people were going to try to pit. That's one kind of thing I wasn't really wanting to be, but at the same time, I was trying to be in the lead. But also, when you're being in the lead, you don't know when whatever anybody else's strategies are, and I was pretty much close to the lead and didn't know the strategies that everybody else was taking. But definitely just trying to keep the right front and right rear intact on the car, and I say I did a pretty good job at doing it. Better than what I tested for this race, that's for sure.
Well, you're able to stay up front regardless of the tire wear and the tire difference. And then there at the end, you had a couple restarts where you were trying to get around Jeremy Garner, and man had two great restarts. The first one, you were right there, dead even with him, and then on the final one, you had another great start, but he also spun the tires a little bit. On that final one, I'm just curious, did you think you might could maybe try to get clear of him?
I definitely tried. I knew there was a big tire difference in it, and I knew that was going to hurt me a lot. But I definitely thought I had a shot at it. Was going to try to pinch him down a little bit and kind of kill his or exit, but that didn't really work out the way I wanted with me not really having a right rear on the car.
Well, second place, pretty good on 57 lap old tires. And man, congratulations on that second place finish. Who do you have to thank?
I'd like to thank my family, grandparents, my dad, mom, everything they do for me. It's unbelievable. You for putting on an amazing broadcast, and everybody that helps and support Goat Locker Racing.
All righty, there you have it. Tanner Bethea comes home in second place, and we got to bring our third place finisher in here, Jamie Barkis. Jamie, this Eddie in the booth got a copy.
I got you, feller. What's going on?
Well, feller, you started back in fifth. You had a solid day. I think that's the best way to describe it. You were running there in fourth for quite a while, third. You had the pit stops. It kind of flip flop. Patrick got out front, and then that caution kind of bummed y'all's strategy out. I think y'all were coming out with a pretty good position after those green flag stops, and then it just became a tire game. But talk a little bit about that race, how it was early on, what the car felt like, what you were dealing with, and what you were trying to do, especially towards the end.
Yeah, this is definitely it was an odd feeling car for Richmond. Very heavy in the wheel. Totally different than anything I've experienced here with an iRacing setup. But it handled okay. A little loose off at four, especially. Two was manageable. Four, you really had to be careful. But yeah, I blew the pit stop on the first go around. I missed it, so I had to go around again. That's what got Pat out in front of me there after the pit stops were over. And yes, I was definitely disappointed to see that caution come out, because when I looked at the relative after it all sorted out, Jeremy was over 2 seconds behind me, and I knew that I had stayed within 2.5 seconds of him on that for the entire first run. So for him to make that up, I think he would have really had to use up his tires, and probably wasn't going to work out for him if it stayed green. But cautions came out, and it definitely changed the race. But that's just how it goes.
Yeah, well, and you did make the decision to come down pit road at the same time as Garner, and that netted you a third place finish. So, I mean, congratulations! It's been a pretty solid about 6 days for you. As you dominated the back half of the Dover race on Friday night, and now a third place finish here at Richmond in the Xfinity Series. Congratulations on that third place finish. Who do you have to thank here?
Thank you. Start with thanking you in the booth as always. Phenomenal job by V Speed. You know, we got Lincoln Tech covering the whole fall series for us. I had Hidden Wit Brewery on the car. Both I will point out that both Pat and I had the Hidden Wit Brewery cars on the front row at least for one lap there. Cruising Classics, Nasties, Veterans for Life Foundation, Veterans for Life Racing, InVets, Jampering Promotions, McConey Setup Shops. On Friday, I forgot to mention Taylor Kitchen and Above the Yellow Line, her podcast there. So definitely want to make sure I get her shouted out. And I'm also going to shout out Tanner Bethea with that same place finish. He was out there on 50+ lap tires, and he was able to hold on to that car and stuck to the outside of Jeremy for that entire last lap there before the white came out. So hats off to him. A great run there for Tanner.
Well, all right. Well, there you have it. Jamie Marcus with a third place finish here tonight. He'll go celebrate with his teammates as Patrick Dravitt comes home in fifth. And well, let's take a look at your results. You see the fireworks are going off there, and it's going off for Hidden Wit Brewery and Goat Locker Racing. Let's take a look at your results. 6 cautions, 7 lead changes here tonight. Gardner gets the win. Tanner Bethea, Marcus, your top 3. Then Daniel Cunningham in 4th. Patrick Dravitt in 5th. Chance Taylor. Talking about him being on that cutoff line, he was running outside the top 10, and Cook Tires comes home with a 6th place finish. That's great finish for him. Nick Isaac comes home in 7th. Kyle Justice hard into the inside wall at one point. Now comes home in 8th. Cliff Adams comes home in 9th, and Bobby Germain in 10th. In 11th, going to be Travis Beaver with Chris Sawyer in 12th. Matt Knights in 13th. Rusty Rafferty in 14th, Craig Bontrager in 15th, John Anthony in 16th, Mark Hollifield in 17th, Gary Wright 18th, Johnny Cofield 19th, and Jeremiah Mullins in 20th. 21st, Jeremiah Holt. And 22nd, Cody McElwain, Jacob Ellingson in 23rd, Brandon Wallace in 24th, Lucas Lyon in 25th, and the rest of these drivers are all didn't start the race or race control, which I think Jones and Chuck Phillips are racing. So definitely a shout out to them. Appreciate their behind the scenes work to take care of everything. But that's going to do it for us tonight. I'm Eddie Smith. I want to thank Lincoln Tech for the sponsorship of the fall series. And of course, Hidden Wit Brewery for their sponsorship of this series. It's been a good one tonight. Congratulations to Jeremy Garner. We'll see y'all next week as let's see who can win. I mean, that's 6, 7 different winners in this series, so we'll see if we can go for 8. We'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.